Hey guys, this is Mum, this is Kim. My parents have just driven up here from Melbourne to Newcastle. About a 13-hour drive with their caravan and driven through storms and tornadoes and earthquakes and
fire and flood.
No, in all seriousness, there was a big storm.
There was.
On the way up. So they've driven up to help us because obviously Shanna's in a lot of pain at the moment, so she's it's hard for her to help. So they've come to help us again for the second time in a month. So we're very, very thankful to have you guys. But anyway, surgery. It's done. Surgery's done. I'm told it's a 1-year recovery process. I mean, I can walk in a couple of months apparently. Weight bear in about 2 months. So between now and then, I've got an electric scooter with a seat. Hoping to use that for a few weeks to take the boys to school. Got one of those little knee things, you put your knee on it and you can skate around. But I'm gonna have my foot up in the air for 2 weeks. But if you guys are wondering how I did this, it's gonna sound like I'm old because I probably am getting old, I guess. I took Jack to Little Athletics and he did an amazing throw on his first throw and they couldn't believe that he'd never done it before. And they said to me, if you give him some training, he'll break the record. So I bought a discus on eBay. The boys loved throwing this discus. We went to the park for about every day for about a week. And then I said, all right, boys, I'm going to teach you to do the spin throw. Here, you do a spin and then a spin. And on my first go, I went up in there and landed on my other foot. So my right foot landed on my left foot. I heard a crunch and I was in extreme pain. So I went to the hospital and I said, boys, I'm sorry, because I knew that this was going to affect them, doing their activities and things. I said, boys, I'm sorry. I felt really terrible that I'd done this. Went to the hospital and in the emergency department, they did an x-ray and they said, there's nothing wrong with you. We don't believe you. We don't believe that you're in as much pain as you say. And I said, I really can't walk on it. And they said, no, there's nothing wrong. We looked at the x-rays, there's nothing wrong. Anyway, obviously I knew there was something wrong with me. Found a specialist, a foot surgeon, and he said, actually, you got a bad case of a Liz Frank injury, which is career ending for a sports player. So I fractured 3 bones and I'm torn a ligament. So basically the foot kind of falls apart when you do that. So they had to put in two titanium plates across 2 sections and screw them into separate bones. And then they put in an artificial ligament to hold it all together. And that stays in the foot. So that's the story of how I destroyed my foot. What do you think?
I can't believe it. Just doing a simple thing like that you've just wrecked your foot.
I'm a bit of a daredevil. I've surfed a lot of crazy waves. I've done a few silly things. Ridden my bicycle at over 100 kilometers an hour and all kinds of silly things. But then something as insignificant as doing this can do that.
Yeah.
Apparently the twisting motion is what causes it.
Yep. Sorry.
I go there 2 or 3 times a week.
Excellent.
Yeah, do you cook a lot?
For the head and for the
Yeah, good.